All right, welcome everybody. We are on SIP Happens, episode 22, Scan Demo Day. Boy, do we have something really, really cool for you. Not one thing, but two really cool live demos happening right here today. And we're so excited to share this with you because we have been talking over the weeks, right? Weeks about the advantages of our electromagnetic resonance scanner. And today we're actually going to show it to you. We're actually going to show you what it looks like. We're going to show you what it does. We're going to talk about the process. We're going to talk about the reports. And then we're going to give you an extra scan bonus at the end with our brand new facial scanner. So I know, Janelle, you're all hooked up and ready to go over there. So you want to share with everyone what you're doing? Oh.
So, all right, as my screen just went black. So I have gotten everything set up so that I'm ready to do a scan. I have my scanner linked up to my computer and my little finger reader. And I'm going to set this right here, but I've got the computer all set up, so I am ready to scan. So I am going to place my finger in the scanner, and then I'm going to just press the start button. This has the screen. I don't know if you guys can see my screen, but it has everything ready to go. This screen is just telling me to put my finger in here, which I'm good.
And so she is going to spend the next 2 minutes going through the scan, and she has to be quiet. So no talking. Ladies, you want to share what's going on here?
Yeah, this is so cool because, in less than 2 minutes, usually 90 seconds, it reads 45 systems in your body, and it's 86 to 95% as accurate as blood work. And it looks at your hair and your skin and your eyes and your heart, liver, kidneys, all of the functions inside your body, how pliable your arteries are, your intestines are. And then you get an amazing report. Each one of those 45 systems get broken down into 1 to 3 pages. So by the time you go through all 45, you end up with 125 plus page report, which is truly amazing. And it's just such a nice insight into what's really happening. Katrina, you want to add on to that?
Yeah, a lot of people ask me, like, how on earth does this little machine tell you all that information? And the easiest way to explain is that each one of your cells in your body is on a different frequency. So your breast tissue, your liver, your kidney, and what it is, it's reading those frequencies. And if there's any deficiencies, it's letting the system know there's a deficiency in your liver or your kidney or your GI. And that's where that report comes. It's all data. I absolutely love it. I scan at least once a month. So getting to be able to see this right now and do the demo, it's really enlightening right now.
Yeah, and as though you hear those beeps, it's showing body parts that it's scanning at that, but it shows your brain, it shows the heart, it shows the kidney, the liver. So it's really cool because you can see as it goes through all those different parts. And let me tell you, coming from a background where I've had medical issues since I was 25, I'm 67 now. Until I turned 60 and took my own health into my own hands, if I would have had a scanner, anything close to this, where I had a window into what was really going on inside my body so I could address the root causes of certain things, my entire life would have been different. And you get this in less than 2 minutes. We do this locally. We do one-on-ones. We do family gatherings. We do scan events. We just had a huge scan event this weekend, and it's just truly amazing. And even if you're not local, we have people all over the world that can do this for you. It just truly is really such a tool. See, and it quit beeping, which means it's done.
I just finished.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah. And then we save it to a PDF form. We can email it to you when we get on a Zoom call with you, and we show you how to read it, what it says. That way, you can geek out on it and go through all 100 and whatever pages it is. And, and you can take it to your doctor even. It's just really a great tool to have.
Mhm.
And it's important to understand too, right before you start the scan, it does say this is not intended to diagnose, treat, or
Cure anything, yeah.
set up any, it's not giving any medical advice. What it is doing is it's giving you a medical reading of what is going on in your body.
Yeah, so if you're ever feeling off, just you can't put your finger on it, you're kind of muddling through, this will give you some insight of what's going on in your body. For me, it's a wellness tool. So it doesn't mean that I need to go to the doctor. It doesn't mean that I'm, on my deathbed or anything like that. But if I'm feeling off or I know something's, kind of astray, then I take the scan, and it kind of gives me insight on what I'm feeling and where it's happening. And then you can make those changes.
Yeah. So where's it at, Janelle?
It's processing, so please wait.
So this is really cool. So it's processing, it's creating this report. It's going to come up here in a moment. You guys are going to see how fast this is.
So it's telling me now, it's popped up on the screen where it's not diagnosing anything. And I make sure I read that to everybody and make sure they read that.
Most times I'll turn my laptop and let them read it and make them hit okay.
Yeah, I do the same.
Yeah. And maybe, I don't know if you can lift it and bring it closer to your other camera so they can see. We can try. We can try.
Let me, it's still ongoing processing. So it's the boring part.
Yeah. So what hops up next is a really cool color guided chart that goes through each one of those 45 systems and how it's broken down each part of each system. And it's red, yellow, blue, green. Green is great. If it's off to the left, it's a little.
I'm like, wait, I don't know if I want everybody to see it. That's so good. No.
Preview first. But yeah, it shows you. See, there you go. Okay, there's the colors, and then you just scroll through, and it goes through all the different systems. And
actually, Janelle, that's not bad at all.
Look at all those greens, girl.
Yeah, well, there's some blue in there, so that's got a little work to do.
It's okay. There's no red, no yellow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, blue just means things are starting to head in the direction. That's all it means. It doesn't mean you have to worry about it. Where you really want to pay attention is where you see any yellows and reds.
Scroll down to another one, Janelle, so we can see maybe different colors pop up.
Look at all that green. Look at that.
That's my liver function.
Woo!
Nice.
See, go ahead.
I was gonna say I like doing this every month and then comparing, especially to my first one when I had I think there were like 19 areas of concern, and then each time I'm like, okay, I'm changing my protocol and this is what I'm gonna do. It's recommending this. So I like going through and being like, all right, well, now I'm down to 11. Okay, now I'm down to 9. Okay, now I'm down to 6. Like, just to try to actually, it's kind of like a game for myself.
It can be addictive, that's for sure. And I like it when it goes down and it looks at the vitamins and minerals and that kind of thing. And I get so many people. So when it shows to the left, it's a little bit low. To the right, it's a little bit high. And 9 times out of 10, people are really low in a lot of their vitamins and minerals. And people say, well, I take all that stuff. Well, you probably do. But what it means is either your body isn't absorbing what you're taking, or you need to clean your liver and kidney so it can metabolize what you're putting in your body. Because if your liver and kidney isn't working right, and it's a simple detox that we talk about all the time, and it just helps your body work how it's supposed to. So when you eat, it absorbs the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals and all that stuff, and, maybe you think you're taking a really good product out there because there's a gazillion of them out there, and we've tried a ton of them, and some are better than others. But if your body's not absorbing it, it doesn't matter what you're taking. So it's great insight to see that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we all know that the quality of supplements is not created equal across the board.
Absolutely not. And I have so many people say, well, I'll just go on Amazon and I'll grab some. And I'm like, be careful, because you don't know what you're getting. And half the time it's like, yeah, it may be less expensive, but the quality of what you're getting you're throwing a pasta at the wall and seeing if it'll stick, because you
Right.
don't know what's in there. So, but the nice thing about, I love this scan, and then we went one step further, and the company surprised us a couple months ago, and we now have a facial scanner.
Yep. Which Lisa's
going to show us how to do that. So Lisa, if you want to fill us in on that amazing new little tool that we have. So it doesn't matter if you're local or not. Now we can help you no matter where you are.
Absolutely true. This is wonderful because, again, we know people all over the place, right? We want to be able to help them. And while the initial, that scanner is fantastic for in your local area, what do you do for people that aren't immediately close? Now, they are a little bit different. They're not exactly the same. However, this is providing extensive amount of information, and it's a really great starting point. But it also gives the power into your own hands. Like, it gives you the ability to at least be able to start to track for yourself what is going on. So I'm going to try and do this, and we're going to see how well you can see it. I've never done it right here because lighting is very, very important. But it's an app that's on your phone, okay? And so any one of us, so if you reach out to any one of us, whoever you know, we can send you the link, and we simply send you the link. You click on the link and you open it up onto your phone. That's all you have to do. Once you have it open, right now I've already done some, so I'm going to hit a new scan. I'm going to start a new scan.
You're going to have to take off your glasses, though.
Huh?
I said you're going to have to take off your glasses.
Oh, yeah, I will. I have to keep them on to read first. Okay, so it's basically giving you, with the app, it's giving you several options. So you can do a face scan, you can do an eye scan, you can do a skin scan, a pupil, a voice, and a motion scan, a spectral scan, and a palm scan. Okay, we have a lot of options here. Now I'm going to do the full face scan. And so you'll see it gives me that information right here. Okay, it's the most comprehensive. And when we say the most comprehensive, we mean 334 components that it covers on here. Okay, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
You simply pull it up, and at the bottom it says tap to begin. So I'm going to tap to begin. And now I've already filled this in, but it's going to ask you initially to fill in your information, your name, your date of birth, sex, height, weight, ethnicity. And then it asks you, and it's going to take you through several medical conditions. It's going to ask you about different medical conditions. Are you a smoker? How, when was your last meal? Preference is to do this at least 2 hours after your last meal. So you want to make sure that you're kind of on an empty stomach. They also recommend that you not be wearing makeup. Now, will it work if you're wearing makeup? It will, but it won't be as accurate. Okay. So we really highly recommend that you're not wearing makeup. You have really good lighting. When's the last time you had caffeine, alcohol, all of the things. So you answer all the questions. And then it's going to say at the bottom, it says start scan. You guys, this can't be any easier. So I'm going to hit start scan. And then it's going to tell you, you must remove your glasses. Take off any face masks, of course, hats, headbands, earrings, sunglasses, of course. They recommend that you not wear makeup, that you sit and rest for 5 minutes prior. So you just again, I've been sitting, so it's good. Make sure you use the restroom. Okay, all the things. So I'm just gonna, I'm all ready. I've gone to the bottom and I'm gonna hit continue. Now what I do, I usually will make sure that my elbows are sitting on a desk or table, okay? Or if you have a stand, I would recommend the stand because you want this as absolutely stable as possible. You don't want it moving. So I'm going to hit continue. I'm going to take off my glasses. And you guys can see this, but it's like this little round thing. Yep. Okay. And so I'm going to line my face up on it. It looks like my lighting is really good. So I'm going to do this while you guys, it's going to take a minute. Yep. And I'm going to hit start. And you can talk.
And now, as I say, now she probably won't be able to talk.
You know what I noticed when I did my first scan was it talks about collagen and your skin age and your internal age. And I was shocked. I was like, the first time I did it, I was a little offended. I'm like, excuse me? Wait a minute. I'm like, redo. And that's the nice thing. You can do this one every single day and it tracks your progress. So when you're working on your skin, like right now we're doing a 90-day collagen challenge, and every day you take your collagen, you do a face scan, and it's going to track your process through those 90 days, which is really cool. But to see, I mean, over the last 5 years, I've worked really hard getting my health back together, and to see that information, my inside health age and all that, I'm like, it's working. Yay. You know, it's like,
right.
Because this is my chapter. This is my best chapter ever. And I want to be in the best health I can be so I can make it this amazing chapter. Go ahead, Lisa.
All right. No, all right. So I'm going to be sharing. So it says scan complete. Okay. It's all done. And then it's giving me, initially, it's giving me everything having to do with my heart rate, my blood oxygen, my blood pressure, my stress level is moderate.
Okay.
Okay, so it's giving me a few of these different reports, and then it says, let's see, I'm at 66 beats per minute right now, and then it says full, like view full report. Okay, so I'm gonna view my full report. Oh, this one came up pretty good. So the very first thing it does, actually, well, it's actually, no, it went down actually a little bit. Sorry, it went down from my last one. So it gives you a top score. So my last score was 64, so it's gone down a little bit, which is interesting. But I'm at, yeah, let's see, my score history. Then.
And for those that don't know, like with the score, so obviously the higher the better.
I think it's the higher the better. It's either that or the lower the better, and then I'm doing really good. I'm actually trying to find that out. I don't know what that overall score is, okay? But I've been staying pretty anywhere between 58 has been my lowest. It's actually between 58 and 64 every time I do it, okay? So it's at least staying fairly steady. But then what it does, and here's where it's similar to the other scanner, it then starts breaking it down into the different sections. So the cardiovascular, and it's giving me my heart rate and my HRV and my vascular age. I don't which is shocking, but okay.
Wait, shocking is good?
Work to do. Just work to do, that's all.
My vascular age is 67. That's interesting because it was, okay, so I probably need to do a little bit more cardio work because I don't do much cardio. I really don't. So that's probably a good sign, thing for me to know here, okay? Because my cardio output, my cardio workload, all these things, okay, you guys, there's a lot in here. Then it goes into respiratory information, okay? So my blood oxygen, my respiratory rate, then it goes into stress and mental levels. So stress levels. Now, here's what I want to show you. Every single one of these things can also be opened up. So if I look at my stress level, I then click on it. And when I click on it, it then opens up and it tells me all about this particular reading. Okay, nice. So this isn't just giving you a reading. It's telling you, what does this mean? My stress level is estimated from my HRV and facial micro expressions. Low stress means good autonomic balance, maintained with exercise, sleep, and mindfulness, okay? So it typically runs between 0 to 40%. My value is 46%. So, okay, it's a little on the high side. So every single component, once I get into fitness and metabolism, this will be interesting. Okay, my vitality score is 58 out of 100. I'm not quite sure how good that is, but let's see here. Yeah, typically it's between 50 and 100. So I got to work on my vitality, obviously. So it changes every time. And these are things that I can look at. My facial analysis, my risk assessment, let's see here. Okay, so then after all of that, and after it's giving me all of the readings that I can then open up, okay, so my rhythm irregularity is a 10 out of 10. So I'm pretty good on that. It looks like that's, I'm spaced evenly and looks like I'm perfect. So let's see here. So after all of that, then what it does is it takes us down into Vital Health products for your routine. So it's now giving us recommended products based on this specific reading. So products that I can take that will have an immediate, have an effect on the key items that this report found. Now, by the way, the report that Janelle went through, that whole scan, we also go through an extensive reading and report and recommendation, right, based on the individuals. So this is just a way to do it right then and there so you can stay on top of it, right? And then you literally can order right from your phone. You just click on it, like the Thermo Cafe, and you can add each one to the cart, or you could add all of them if you choose. So that's
also an easy way to find out about those products too, because once you click it to the cart, you can click on the picture and it'll open it up and tell you what it is, what it does, the ingredients that are in it. Yeah,
like this one right here. I clicked on that, and there can you guys read that?
I can see there's the B Daily. Oh, there we go. Now we can. Yep.
Yeah.
So Chlorella, trace minerals, iron,
and greens blend.
Yeah, I can't read it backwards, but yeah.
So Lisa, you're pretty in tune with your body. Does that feel like it's accurate when you do your face scanning?
Yeah, I would say like it's interesting because I don't do a lot of cardio other than walking. I do walk, but I don't do cardio as much as I used to, right? Like I used to do, I have a Peloton bike. I've been lifting more than cardio, but now it's telling me, right, that my cardiovascular is not as good as it could be. So it's something to pay attention to. So again, these are markers on no matter which scan you use to say, oh, hey, if I start paying attention to this, then I can change that and improve those numbers.
Yeah, it's information and data for us to be able to use to feel better.
It's data, right? Yep. Absolutely. It's data, but it's real data based on you. Nobody's making up. This is based on your reads. Okay. Like honestly, this is what's so powerful about it. And this is something we've never really had before. Most people have to wait till they go to the doctor and get a blood test.
Right.
And then
Lord knows what it's like to get an appointment.
Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say, but then also whenever they do blood panels, they don't usually go through everything. You have to individually list different things, and it's
you have to request. There's no way, especially with your scanner, that's 45 different body functions. It would cost you substantial extra amount to get your blood test for all of those functions.
Yeah. And it would take a lot longer than 2 minutes.
And it does take a lot longer.
And you get poked and you get a bruise, because I just had mine done the other day and I'm like, ow.
Yeah. So
I'm excited though. I just had my blood work done last week. So next week I go get the results of all of that and I can compare it side by side to that scan and see what's going on. And I'm excited to do that. When people say I'm going to go get blood work done, I'm like, yes, good, go. Because then you can see, and we know exactly where we are, where it's a direction. It's a window to look inside and a root cause and take it from there,
And just to be able to be proactive with our own health. This is really important. Be proactive, understand what's going on, start taking, looking at the markers and what's happening and say, what can I change? Like me, I can change. And I know that I need to start doing more cardiovascular exercise, right? Maybe walking more or, riding my bike or whatever it is, getting on my tread climber, like things that I can do that don't cost me anything, right? That I can start doing to see and then track it, right? Start doing it, do it regularly, and then probably 30 days from now, rerun the scan again.
Yep. Just keeping that consistency.
Absolutely.
Anything anybody else wants to add in there? Katrina, any last little notes?
I just love the data. I love being able to see the actual numbers change, because then you feel like you're doing something. A lot of times you take supplements or you do certain things and you don't really feel it, even though there's changes that are happening. But for me personally, I love being able to actually see the data move in the right direction.
Absolutely. It's powerful. Data is power. Information is power. And Lisa, remind everybody how many systems the facial scanner checks?
334.
That's crazy. That's just crazy.
Off of your phone. And this is how advanced we've gotten now, because it can read these markers. And again, you have to set it up. You have to have good lighting. You have to hold it steady, but 334 biomarkers.
That's amazing.
I'll never forget it told me I had puffy eyes or I had bags under my eyes, and I thought, you're just rude. I'm like, that's not nice. I know.
Well, it's just being honest. If they're like, hey, you know what? The scanner and you are supposed to be friends, so
So I'm going to say, if anyone's watching and you have any questions, you can type into the comment box. Let us know. Reach out to any one of us. We're happy to either schedule an in-person scan with you. Again, we recommend the in-person, the one that Janelle did, if possible. And if not, we're happy to share the link to the facial scanner. Okay, it's easy to do. It doesn't cost anything. Okay, at all. So, well, the facial scanner doesn't. The more extensive one, the one that takes, we're all scan techs, we're all scan technicians. So we do charge for the in-person scan. Okay, it's our time. We're going through things. We're providing you, true value, and there is a fee for that. It's minimal, but well worth it, and well less than going to the doctor, and non-invasive. Yeah.
Yeah, and faster than probably trying to schedule an appointment.
Yeah.
With the doctor.
It's impossible. It's like, I tried to get an appointment with my doctor. It was a while ago, but I was trying to get an appointment with her, and it was like 2.5 months out. 2.5 months. That's insane. It's not what it used to be. But anyway, ask any questions. Let us know. We're happy to answer anything, to schedule a call with you. And we'll be sharing more as we go, but we encourage you, get a scan, get your body scan, get your facial scan. Just put the power into your own hands and start, again, knowledge is power for you. And at least it gives you something to know what you need to do.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, everyone. Have a great day. We'll see you
next week.
time.
Yep.